Xin chao, what's up everybody? Alright, in this video today we're going to talk about the difference of Danang versus Saigon. We were just there. I did a brief talk about this in the walk video we did out there in the 9,000 degree weather. But let's further elaborate on it. First things first, would I ever move to Danang? No, it's a tourist town. Through and through, absolutely 100%. Even now more solidified with its new Korean onslaught as a primed position, 100% tourist town, which is okay. The lighting on this camera is so bad sometimes. But like just like this is something we got to get used to. These people are here. They're not going to stop coming. So the Koreans are fine though. They don't cause any problems, dude. They're overall like super nice people. So again, we'll avoid the massage girls. Not filming, totally pointing the other way. They get so worried. If homegirl's there, I know the one mama-san at this place. She used to be singing out here when we used to do the streams drunk. Singing right over here. We don't do that no more. So the cost of living I found to be very comparable to Saigon. Not much difference at all. If you're gonna go out and party and do the same stuff, you're gonna spend the same amount of money as you would in Saigon. If you want a good apartment with a good ocean view that's like modern and nice and new, same price as Saigon as well. Everything's like the same price, oddly. It could even be more expensive in some instances with the 3% bullshit that they do in Danang. That 3% shit is the biggest turnoff ever, and like businesses trying to be like, we got operating expenses. With peace and love, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Operating expenses my ass, dude. Trying to pass on the 3% there. And let me break this secret off to you boys and girls. It's not 3%. They're making a percentage or more off their bullshit 3% on top of it. At best in Vietnam, it's like 2%, 2.2. There's some at 1.8, 1.5, 1.2%. So they're just charging you a fee to charge you a fee, dude. There ain't no operating a business and any of this bullshit. And shitty stuff like that makes me turn off big time to a place, dude. So, you know, I think Kui bars pretty much fell off. I don't really go off at night, but you don't really see many people lining up here or coming around here as much. I don't know that nightlife scene here anymore. It got really overpriced really fast as a result of the Koreans. And I just don't go out, and nightlife ain't my thing no more. So. But even as I was going out, you know, I think we went somewhere when we were researching for like the stupid club. We went to some club. I think we got 4 drinks somewhere. It was like 5 million. Like it can be that crazy expensive and that ridiculous. But as far as Danang to Saigon, I mean, the price is very comparable. It's a way slower city. Way slower city. Not a lot going on past like 11 midnight there. You know, the one thing I will say is the expat community there was super nice. And Danang comparable to Saigon's, which is way different from my experience and a bit more snootier, like aka the Thouden area people. You did not get that vibe though in Danang, so definitely a great spot to potentially like set up and just be like homies, you know, with people there. In fact, I had zero problems with like any expats anywhere there, like from any of the places there. They were all just super nice and all came up to me and were super kind. Like I had zero altercations with expats in Danang, except for one guy where I was talking shit on Thailand one night. And even that guy, like, I was like, really? You're gonna get mad about me having an opinion about Thailand? And then that guy calmed down immediately too. Very comparable though, but in my opinion, very boring. So much less choices and less stuff to do. You know, you've got that nice new area, the Mike, whatever it's called. Mikey, whatever. With those new walking streets and all that stuff that's really popular. That stuff's good. But it's limited. Like you've got Chevys and I forget the name, Bottoms Up or whatever this shit's called. Or what is it, the gas station. I forget the name of the bars, but It's not a lot. It is an older crowd of guys that are hanging out there, which nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's a sleepy, chill town. I was surprised at how expensive housing is. Like, there's gonna be a million people that are like, you can get a great room for $5 a year there. I mean, I'm sure you can get like a nice older apartment where you're gonna hear your neighbors having sex above you and every door closed and toilets flush and showers going on. And yeah, that's okay for a while, but if you're somebody that wants to live somewhere for a while, that shit gets so old so fast. There's a lounge up here. You would never know there's a lounge up here. There's a 9th floor lounge though. And you'll never know because there's just no way to know. And not many people are gonna take the risk to go up there. The problem with all those places, dude, you go up there and they're like $200K for a drink. Like, I'm not interested in overpaying for a drink in a spot that shouldn't be overpriced. Like, that's one problem that's happening in Vietnam with the Koreans, is they're raising the price too fast. And while the Koreans might not mind, everybody else minds. Like, trust me, everybody else minds. I don't go out anymore. I'm not gonna waste money and let the Korean dudes overpay for all this stuff. I don't, like, what do I need it for? That's my outlook on this stuff. Like, go for it, boys. But as comparative between the two, there's no doubt between the two. You know, it's 100% gonna be Saigon every time. A great place to visit, and I still don't put it ahead of Nha Trang. Nha Trang's still like an infinitely better beach town, period. Like, it's cleaner, better ocean to swim in. I like the more tightness of Nha Trang. Da Nang's a little spread. I still am a Nha Trang person over it too. My opinions have not changed. I would never even consider living in Da Nang. Nor would I really in Nha Trang though, dude. I already know what I am. I'm a big city person. I'm not a small city guy. I'm not a beach city guy. I already lived in a beach city, Venice Beach, in a tourist area for a long time. And the same thing would happen with me as what happened in Venice towards the end, is you just get tired of all the tourists, dude. It gets boring in that of its own, that you're just dealing with tourists all the time. And man, that 3% charge bullshit everywhere is some bullshit. Oh, don't get me started. And the customer service from like the Korean places was horrible, dude. Like, there's a bunch of Korean markets everywhere. All the staff are super rude. Everybody's just kind of rude as well. There was overall more rudeness to tourists and expats, no joke. Like, there was just no chow. Yeah. You can call me Depqua. That's being rude. Step chai. It's okay. He thinks I'm some tourist. But as I was saying, they treat a lot of people like tourists there. So like, you would speak Vietnamese to them too, and they're not even gonna even try to listen to what you're saying. There was a lot of rudeness from staff overall, unless it was like a super Westernified place that focused on like training their staff all the time about customer service. But then that went too far. Like, it's a really difficult thing to train Vietnamese staff customer service, because it's like a new thing to their entire thing. So you're trying to add in a whole feature that doesn't exist in this entire culture whatsoever. So the concept, and then getting the concept to land and teach it, is far more difficult than you would ever believe it would be. I know this firsthand from trying to train the staff at the shitty club that we tried to open that motherfuckers didn't pay anybody. That's already for another video and another story, which we've heard before. But ultimately, Da Nang, great for a week, great for maybe 2 weeks. You know, you shouldn't get complacent in Saigon either on your vacation or trip. But I would never move to Da Nang. I would get bored I was bored within a week. I was ready to go in a week. So I mean, after a week there, I'm good. Nha Trang, I don't ever need to leave. Like, after a week, you could be like, oh, you got to stay 2 more weeks. And I'd be like, oh, darn. I got to stay 2 more weeks in the Chang. That's horrible. And I was surprised at how expensive the housing was for a good newer apartment. Don't get me started on a high-rise. A high-rise is about the same price as Saigon. We're gonna do a video. That's probably gonna be my next video tonight. I'm trying to do 1 information video a day because, believe it or not, even these 10-minute videos, they take an intense amount of upload and download from your brain consistently as you're shooting it, that they're kind of draining. And I want them to all be good and to the point. Like, I know only 500 people will probably watch this video. It's no secret that my views are way down on YouTube, but I still want it to be to those 500 people that probably think a little like I do and that are considering a move between the two. I'd seriously just go up to Danang and stay there and see what's up. As far as the women go, shit, I didn't see any. I don't know where the fuck they're hiding them there, but they weren't out. Now, there were some extremely hot Johns at the Golden Pine. I mean, it's unfortunate that they made up some bullshit story the next day saying there was some high roller and I couldn't stream there when we had their entire club pumping the night before, generating business for them, creating buzz. But these companies are never smart enough to never smart enough to receive like an email from a random person that says dumb shit and to be like, wow, maybe just disregard this. They actually like believe some of this shit sometimes. So, but yeah, there's just not much of a nightlife. The women, I'm sure they're there. They're under lock and key. They don't go out during the day, especially now when it's too hot. Way more women just out and about and to talk to in Saigon comparative to Danang. And this is just a retrospect of me just being there. There was 0 Vietnamese women almost anywhere we went, besides for the girls I was macking on in the club. Mainly just hockey girl was the only girl that was hot out of the entire time I was there and that I got along with. And that was a great vibe. I was a stream over on Kick, but I don't even care. You want to watch me stream on Kick, you know where it's at. That's all I'll say about that. So yeah, I mean, there is a lot of expats too, but as I said, all of them were great. I'm sure some of them are going to be watching this video, and everybody was super kind and nice to me. Like I said, 0 problems. I was very surprised in how welcoming the expat community there was. You could specifically see on people's face that they saw stuff about me on like whatever my obsessed crew of people made up on Reddit or whatever. You could see some people had seen stuff and prejudged and then had met me and saw how nice I was, and you know, their perspective definitely changed. So overall, it was one of the better trips, a phenomenal trip. And I got nothing but good things to say about Danang. But you know, I keep it real on the channel. If you're a big city boy or girl, I don't know, Danang's probably not going to be for you. It's definitely into marijuana too. So if you're into marijuana, which is illegal in Vietnam, I don't support that in any way. But if you're into cannabis, there's a scene there for sure, a strong cannabis scene. Vietnam would be poised and smart to do what Thailand did. That would just lead to an explosion in tourism, so I actually hope they never do, to kind of be honest with you. And now that I've traveled to Thailand more and more, and I don't think we'll ever travel to Thailand again. I think I'm completely done with Thailand. Yeah, I kind of want Vietnam to stay the way it is. Maybe not change the visa policies. Maybe not open up all these easy visas. You see how unsavory the characters that are staying long-term in Thailand are. I don't think we personally need any of that over here. So I kind of, you know, hopefully nothing changes and they just keep doing it the way that they're going to do it. Let Thailand win and have all these people, man. It doesn't make for a good look when there's too many. Vietnam's the worst. Definitely go to Thailand. And as far as Danang, if you are a person that likes to chill, if you've never lived in a beach town or a tourist town, you could definitely sustain there for a while, at least a year or plus. If you're a person living out of your suitcase, like I was originally, and you're a fucking digital nomad or whatever the fuck, or you're making money offline, definitely go live there. You know, my circumstances are different because I'm married, but yeah, I mean, give it a shot. Why not? Especially if you're living out of your bag. You can rent apartments there weekly, monthly, daily, yearly. They're all set up for that. So yeah, hope this video helped some of you. I don't know if there's anything extra to add. Oh, food. There is a shit ton of good food in Danang. So if you're into Western food, if you only want to eat pizza, burgers, and burritos, and you don't like Vietnamese food, it's a great spot for you, you know. The Bikini Bottom is still probably one of the best burgers in all of Vietnam. I think I shot a video there, but I already put a video up. I don't redo videos anymore unless it's something that prudently has changed. But you know, you've got Bikini Bottom there, which is the best burger outside of a few other places. And their pricing is insanely great. You know, customer service is great, but lots of tasty food too. Lots of good Vietnamese food too. I think that's the video. I got shit else to say about this. I hope you guys found something useful out of it. As ever, stay frosty. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.